A year after Hurricane Helene devastated 7 states, Canton, North Carolina, remains struggling to recover. The town hall and fire department operate out of temporary facilities, and many homes and businesses are still unrepaired. Mayor Zeb Smathers described the damage as immense, saying the community lost a century of progress. Despite promised federal aid, much of the funding has yet to arrive, leaving local leaders frustrated. Smathers criticized the slow response, emphasizing that residents deserve solutions, not excuses. He also opposed plans to dismantle FEMA, warning that shifting disaster responsibilities to states would strain already limited budgets. State and local officials largely agree, citing inefficiency and cost concerns. Minnesota State Auditor Julie Blaha called a FEMA phase-out the most expensive, least efficient approach, while DHS claimed any reforms would be gradual and coordinated with states. Critics argue Trump's moves, including requiring states to shoulder more Medicaid, food assistance, and disaster costs, risk leaving communities unprepared. Former Mississippi Governor Phil Bryant noted states may need to divert rainy day funds or emergency reserves to meet growing responsibilities. Smathers stressed FEMA needs reforms to prevent bureaucratic delays, recalling his father's struggles with the agency after prior storms. FEMA distributes billions annually, deploying emergency responders and coordinating long-term recovery. Trump signed an executive order directing states to take a larger role, and a review council is examining the agency's future. Staff reductions have already cut FEMA's workforce by a third, and programs like building resilient infrastructure and communities face closure, though legal action has temporarily halted some cuts. Congress is considering measures to strengthen FEMA, including making it a cabinet-level agency and streamlining aid. Officials like Vermont Treasurer Mike Piecyk argue states cannot handle disasters alone, while Oklahoma Governor Kevin Stitt supports block grants with local flexibility. Florida leaders warn against creating a costly, inefficient shadow FEMA. Harris County, Texas, has bolstered its own disaster prep in anticipation of limited federal support, installing monitoring systems, emergency vehicles, and supplies. In North Carolina, including Canton, communities await billions in aid, with only a fraction of Helene-related costs reimbursed. Governor Josh Stein called for an additional $13 billion in disaster relief, stressing that the region has not received its fair share despite completing much recovery work already.